Good morning. We are on our way to Epcot this morning. We did wake up for 7 a.m. to grab a virtual queue for Guardians, and depending on the boarding group time, that was how we kind of decided how our day was going to go. We did get boarding group 85. This is kind of like the latest that we've ever, like it's a higher boarding group than we've ever gotten for anything in the past before, but we've never tried for virtual queue for Guardian, so it was kind of interesting to see what we would get. But since it's 85 and not one of the ones that's like first thing in the morning, we did decide to sleep in a little bit. The park did open at 9 this morning with early entry at 8:30, but we decided that we're probably not going to aim to be there until about 10:30. It is Festival of the Arts season. It's one of our favorite festivals of the year. We generally come this time of year or like into Flower and Garden, which is the one right after this. This is usually the time that we come, so we do enjoy both festivals. I'm going to show you kind of what, as non-locals, we like to do during like festival time, what kind of food we like to eat. Because we did start our day a little bit later with our boarding group being later, we did decide that today we're going to purchase Genie Plus for the day, just so that we can kind of have a little bit more time and that we can do more like what we want to do instead of just sitting around waiting in line. No more car, so we gotta go walk to the bus stop to take Disney transport to the park. Busy day today. Took us 20 minutes to scan into the park. I think everybody's at the festival because the ride times are still pretty low. I'll load that up on the screen here. It's about 10:50 right now, so the booths will be open in about 10 minutes, but we're just gonna wander and check out the gardens that we haven't seen yet. But first, coffee! Starbucks is taking longer than checking in. It's been 25 minutes. Kind of getting a feel for today. It's about 1:45, and Frozen and Remy are both out of lightning lanes for Genie Plus already. We managed to get one for Remy, but we did miss out on Frozen. But between the two, I think we technically prefer Remy anyway, so that's not too bad. We did get a return time for Test Track as well. Sorry, a lightning lane for Test Track. But based on how busy it is, that one will probably sell out today as well. Gordon has just informed me that it's completely out. So those are pretty much like the 3 top attractions for when you use Genie Plus, and it's not even noon yet and they are all sold out. So that's kind of a gauge of how busy it is today. We're currently sitting and trying to decide what we want to do for lunch. A lot of the booths foods, like they come in little almost like sampler plates, and a lot of them are ranging at about like $10 right now, and truthfully with the conversion back to Canadian dollars, it is a little bit higher of a price point than we were really expecting for festival time. And just because like the portion sizes are quite small, so for it to be like a true lunch, we would have to eat quite a bit. So we are kind of sitting and trying to decide if we want to eat in a restaurant for lunch, but those don't usually open up until 12, so just kind of looking around and deciding then. Chicken pot stickers. Crispy duck fried rice. Yum yum. It's time for Cosmic Rewind! $152. Okay.
From space, you can see a beautiful shimmering iridescence.
Experimental prototype for tomorrow.
Entertainment that reflects our diverse population. The Star Blaster is a multi-functioning single-pilot ship designed exclusively for members of the Nova Corps. Allows the ships to link together, can also be redirected as an immobilizing anti-gravity device.
Big step forward, filling in all that available space from left to right.
I am Nova Prime Irani Rayan, which we and countless others share.
Epcotians, citizens of Epcot. Does anyone know what they call themselves?
What happened last time, someone did not stand where I told them to, okay?
What? I am Groot. I need to alert Nova Prime. I am watching turns from the norms. I mean, when we get out.
$215. Fun. And we got Everybody Wants to Rule the World, and we only waited half an hour. Not too bad.
just that.
Yum, yum, yum.
Reflects the core performance attributes, capability, efficiency, and successful.
In the loading room. Still gotta wait.
Cameras, purses, hats, and of course, these little beauties.
Okay, let's go further back.
We had to tap out. It's raining and it's quite cold. And there's not really anywhere that we want to eat here. Had to interject with a Jessica from home segment. Unfortunately, I did forget to finish that video. After dinner, we did just go right back to our room because we had to pack everything up as we were leaving for our cruise the next morning. So we just wanted to make sure that we had everything ready to go. Honestly, I just wanted to finish off the video by saying that truthfully, our day at Epcot didn't fully go the way that we had planned. Because we did get that virtual queue for Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, we really did kind of plan our day around what time we think that we would be returning for our return time for that. And because of that, we really planned on using Genie Plus for the big rides to kind of fill in our day around the time that we anticipated returning for our virtual queue for Guardians. We did end up getting on, like we used the Genie Plus on Test Track as well as Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. We did miss out on Frozen, and then we used one for Soarin'. And that was pretty much all that we really used the Genie Plus for. All of the other rides that are available, they're usually a walk-on, so you don't actually need Genie Plus for them. We did miss out on Frozen, but again, like we've done that one a few times, and it is technically a wet ride, and we weren't really anticipating, like we didn't really want to get wet that day, so it wasn't a huge miss for us. And then all of the other rides, they're really great filler rides for your day in Epcot. So that would be like Nemo, Journey into Imagination, there's the Living with the Land. I believe Spaceship Earth was closed on our day in Epcot. And then there's also like the Three Caballeros ride in Mexico, as well if you wanted to do any of like the films in any of the countries. Those are quite fun if you wanted to kind of break up your day as well. We have done Epcot numerous times in our past, so we just felt like we didn't need to do these things on our trip. We just weren't fully feeling it. Truthfully, it was cold. We ended up choosing Epcot for that day because the weather forecast had no rain whatsoever. And this is kind of like a tip for any time that you are in Florida, even if it doesn't show rain in your forecast, always anticipate that there could be a period of the day where rain does show up. So we did end up having poor planning. We brought our raincoats, but did not choose to bring it with us to Epcot. And because of that, we ended up getting rained on, and it was wet, and we felt like it was a cold day. In the end, we still had a really, really good time. We did plan on staying to watch Luminous, the new fireworks show in World Showcase. But for some reason, we were just so tired, and we really the main focus of our trip this time was truthfully our upcoming cruise the next day. So because of that, we just didn't feel like we needed to run ourselves down to catch the fireworks show, be miserable, wet and cold. So we decided to call it quits and just head back and head into our cruise, kind of like not feeling like we overdid ourselves the day before. Ultimately, we still had a fantastic time, but it kind of goes to show like your plans might not always go exactly as you wanted to, but you can still have a super fantastic day, which we did. Honestly, I'm not sure if we'll be doing any more travels during festival season, specifically just because most of the plates that we enjoy eating used to be around like the $6 per plate price point. And this year, it did seem like a lot of the ones that we've been having before in the past have now kind of gone up to about like between $8 and $10. And the portion sizes are still like small. And we just didn't feel like it was worth the money anymore for us to kind of really go and enjoy small portion food for that price. Especially after like the conversion back to Canadian dollars, it just didn't make sense. Like we know that there are options that we enjoy just as much that are a better value. So for us, that's truthfully wasn't so much a draw for in the future. We probably won't be doing another festival time unless like the prices change. We did end up leaving the park earlier because we didn't have any dinner reservations for any of the restaurants in Epcot. We used to really like going into the land and doing their quick service for even just like a dinner type thing, but they changed their menu so that it's a lot smaller of a selection in the evening time. If you do want to do dinner options, there are so many fantastic restaurants like around the World Showcase. You should plan to book a reservation in advance. So we honestly just didn't plan on it. So we just decided to go back to our resort and had just kind of like home style food back in our resort, which made us quite happy. And so thanks for following along on our Epcot journey. My next video is going to be us on the Disney Wish, which again was pretty much the priority of our trip. Follow along, hopefully you'll enjoy that one. It'll be coming up soon.